Today on Ramcharger Garage, we're here checking out the green Ramcharger and the status of the rear wheelbase stretch. Let's go take a look. So the first generation Ramcharger made from 1974 to 1980 and the second generation of Ramcharger from 81 to 1993 all shared the same wheelbase at 106 inches. While 106 inches doesn't necessarily sound too bad to maybe those coming from the two-door Jeep crowd, such as the TJ Wranglers, the CJs, or the YJs, for the Ramchargers, it becomes a particular problem due to the weight distribution. One of the things that you might notice on a Wrangler that has any wheelbase stretched beyond 100 inches is that all the weight distribution is between the axles, whereas on the Ramcharger, there's significant weight overhang, particularly in the rear of the vehicle. Most Ramchargers have a massive fuel tank. It was actually optional, and I believe it's around 34 gallons. And all three of us in our Ramchargers were blessed with this giant gas tank. So you look at where the axle placement is on these Ramchargers, and with that overhang and with that gas tank, there's actually a lot of weight that's past the rear axle. So not only do you have a really poor departure angle, but this is also incredibly hindering to off-road performance. So what you see here is my dad taking the Ramcharger out for the very first time since swapping in these Chevy 63-inch springs. You might have noticed that there is a little axle wrap currently at the moment, but that is because in the process of this swap, everything had to get lengthened. This includes the drive shaft, the traction bar, the emergency brake cables, a number of things because the wheelbase with the Chevy springs was stretched another 8 inches. So now we're looking at a Ramcharger that has a wheelbase at 116 inches. So the spring hangers that you're seeing here are factory Chevy spring hangers up front, located in the original location of the Dodge spring hangers. In the back, you'll notice that my dad is the master of repurposing old parts, and actually this old shackle flip kit worked perfectly, and I think this is from DIY 4X and fits right on the rear of his frame. For the gas tank, this was relocated up into the cab behind the back seat, and I believe the tank that's currently used is from an old short bed Dodge pickup. I believe it's around 19 or so gallons. Now, as the inner fenders had to be trimmed due to the stretch, my dad used trailer fenders, and this will keep out a majority of the debris. With the driveway test concluded, it's time to take this for a little short test drive around the neighborhood to see how the suspension interacts. Now, it won't be perfect as it still will need a traction bar, and so we'll go easy around the block, but we'll just see how it performs and how it rides in general. The initial impression with these springs, even without being fully finished and even without any shocks currently installed, has been pretty impressive. They ride a lot smoother than the factory Dodge springs did on this dirt road, and I think this might be indicative of the potential on-road performance that they'll have. Now, once everything gets buttoned up, that includes the traction bar, shocks, emergency brake cable, all the things that go along with a typical build like this. Next step will be testing the performance off-road and on the trail. And so we'll try to schedule a trip here in the next couple weeks and see how this performs with its new wheelbase and with new flexible Chevy springs. If you have any questions about what parts were used in this stretch, please leave a comment and we'd be more than happy to help you out. Please stay tuned for part 2 of this series, which will include a shakedown run on a local Colorado trail. as well as more fabrication content in the red Ramcharger and the blue Ramcharger. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys next time.